History Month is stupid. My name is Demario Smith, and why am I saying Black History Month is stupid? See, I'm saying Black History Month is stupid because it's full of propaganda. Let me tell you about my first Black History Month. It was about 25 years ago. I was 7 or 8, maybe 9, whatever age you are in second grade. It happened in second grade. So my first Black History Month was in second grade, or the first one that I was aware of was in second grade. And so in second grade, I guess I got to give you a little bit of backstory here. See, growing up, we moved every 2 years, so I didn't grow up in a stable household. So I was always, when I went to school, I was always the new kid. And so I went to a school called Zena Pitcher Elementary, and I was the new kid. So I wasn't coming in with any friends. I didn't know anybody in the neighborhood. So I was completely the new kid. And so since I didn't have friends, I went to go make friends and had a difficult time. But there was this one guy that didn't have any other friends, Jeremy. So I started being his friend. And Jeremy just so happened to be the only white kid in the school. So me and Jeremy became friends. We would go out, and when it was recess time, we would play in the playground together. We would sit next to each other. We would sit next to each other. We would talk about video games, Mortal Kombat. And then it happened. Then February came, and they introduced February in school as Black History Month. Time to learn about the Black history. There was this particular day where things flowed a little bit differently, because most of the time we went to homeroom for 15 minutes and then we went to our other classes. But this particular day, when we went to our homeroom, we watched the Channel 1 news like we always do. And after Channel 1 news went off, on this particular day, it was a Black History Month special. So we sat and we watched images from Black History Month for probably about an hour. I don't remember if it was a documentary, but I remember seeing things like they showed Rosa Parks, they showed firefighters spraying black people, they showed black people and white people fighting. So the program went off. And I remember the teacher walked out the room. She was like, she had to go make copies of our assignment. And see, this was in the hood. Now, Zena Pitcher, just to tell you where it was at, this school no longer exists. It was between 7 and 8 Mile off of Evergreen and Pembroke in Detroit, Michigan. So if you ever go to that area, or if you know that area, it's the hood. So teacher walked out the room. Now, whenever a teacher walks out the room, and in these schools in the 90s, in these hood schools, there always was a fight. Always. There's always a couple people trying to instigate a fight to get the two biggest people, or the two people who will have a most entertaining fight to fight. As soon as the teacher walked out the room, there was always one person who was a lookout. On this particular day, it was Latasha Green. Latasha Green was our lookout. So I remember after watching the Black History Month, the teacher walked out. Latasha Green was our lookout. And so now the only piece missing is the fight. Who's going to fight today? And then Jeremy said, your great 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 granddad hurt my great 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 granddad. And I looked at him like, well, your great 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 granddad hurt my great 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 granddad. He literally sprayed my great 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 granddad with a hose. So then we started. Then two friends started fighting. One white, one black. And then Jeremy hit me with a Johnny Cage shadow kick and sent me flying back. But then Latasha Green said, the teacher's coming. So everybody dashed back to their seats like nothing happened. And before the teacher walked in, I told Jeremy, I'm getting you after school, and I know which direction you walk home. So, like, here's something I gotta say about me. Is when you do something to DeMario will get you back. He will get you back. So I was thinking about how I was gonna get Jeremy back the whole entire day. And this is what I came up with. This is a paperclip, right? So I went and I searched the school. Search teacher's desk for the biggest paper clips ever. This paperclip probably is just a 1/4-inch paperclip, a 1/2-inch paperclip. Now, when I was in school, they had the big ones, and it's difficult to even find the big ones in the store, and it's probably all because of my fault. So I unraveled the paperclip and kind of made it into a claw like that. So I made this paper clip into a claw. Had it like that, right? And then I was waiting for the bell. Then the bell rang. And I was on the opposite side of the building that Jeremy takes to go home. So I was in the front of the building. Jeremy was heading towards the back door. I knew I had to hustle to get there. I had like 32 seconds to get to the back door before he was gone. So I ran from the front of the store as fast as I could from the front of the school to the fast as I could to the back of the school. And I made it just in time to where all the kids were coming out the door. You saw 100 black faces, right? But guess what? There was only one white face. And I saw it. And I lunged straight through in between the crowd, and boom. Hit Jeremy right directly in the nose. And now I'm like in fighting stance because I think this is going to be an epic fight. But Jeremy is just there on the ground. And then I notice he's holding his face and that there's a puddle of blood right underneath him. I went to the office. I was called into the office the next day. And the principal told me that if I hit him just a little bit harder, he would have died. I would have killed him. I heard that he had over 9 stitches. Yeah, everybody would, if they ever got cut or something or broken, they would always say what they had to get repaired. And everybody was always bragging about how many stitches they had to get. He had to get 9. See, this is why I call Black History Month Propaganda Month. That's why all the Black History stuff is propaganda. It got to a black kid and a white kid who knew nothing about this Black History Month, who knew nothing about Black history. We were friends. We were We were study buddies. We sat next to each other. We enjoyed each other's company. We had fun during recess. That was my only friend. But because of something we saw on TV, we was at war with one another. And Black History Month, a lot of the information is coming from angry people, and it's not even the true history. Yeah, everybody out there, Jussie Smollett, that was a hoax. It was fake. It was a lie. So was Rosa Parks. It's commonly known as a lie. You could Google it. Rosa Parks was paid by the NAACP, whatever, the black organization. NCAAP, I don't know. That's another organization I don't pay any attention to or don't even associate with. The Starbucks incident was completely BS years ago. The George Floyd incident was BS, but most people don't understand that because we've been blinded, we've been fooled, we've been tricked, we've been lied to. And you know what? I'm actually going to create a YouTube channel and talk about all that stuff, because what I've come to realize, growing up, I was told to hate white people. I was told white people did something to you. I used to have to hear my parents say, "Oh, we live in poverty because of white people. Oh, there's systematic racism." When I was 18, 19, and in my 20s, I was out launching a business or trying to get a business up off the ground. I had to hear people like my grandma saying, "You ain't gonna be successful. Success ain't for you. That's for white man. It's hard out here for a black man." I had to hear this dumb stuff from family and friends. And when I would always ask questions as to why, people couldn't answer the questions. And I realized now that there was a ton of lies. Basically everything I go to research, I find that it was a lie, or it was information pulled together by someone who was angry, and it was twisted in a way to make it look bad. The white people. Stop feeling sorry for black people. If you see a black poor person and they don't have nothing, understand this. They didn't work hard for it. They didn't work as hard as you. They didn't do the right things. They didn't make good decisions in their life. That's why someone's life is crap. And black people, I want you to understand this. Let's stop blaming and taking responsibility for everything in our life, because that's our problem. Is we don't take responsibility. We think we should be handed stuff. We think it should be easier for us than other people. No, if you want to get into that college and university, let's not use affirmative action to get there. Let's get there because we actually was that smart and we actually could qualify to get in. I've heard stories of black people go to dealerships and call the dealership racist because they wouldn't finance them a car. No, they didn't finance you the car because your credit was bad. So black people, we need to stop blaming and start looking at ourselves and making ourselves better, and so we can make the rest of the world better around us. And we could see that there's some black people that do get successful. And I also got to say this to Jeremy. Anybody who happens to notice Jeremy, please share this video with him. And Jeremy, I'm really sorry about what I did. And I wanted to say that I was sorry to you in 6th grade, because that was the last time I seen you. But obviously, because we had different classes in middle school, but when you saw me, you ran the other way. And I understand why you did. And just for conversation's sake, I'm going to launch a YouTube channel to talk about this illusion of racism, because we all have gotten caught in this web, in this illusion, and in this lie. But I know most people probably don't see it yet. But I'm going to open your eyes so you can see it. That's all I got for you. Demario signing out.